Welcome to a new edition of the Neon Jazz interview series with Canadian pianist Emie Rioux-Roussel. We caught up with her in her home of Quebec, Canada on April 1st, 2020 to talk about her latest 2020 CD, Rhthme De Passage, and this new coronavirus world we live in. Her band has become an unstoppable force on the Canadian jazz scene, and she opened up about both her career and the band and also the hopeful future. So please, dig it.
Thank you very much for this interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thanks for taking a minute out. So where exactly in the world are you right now?
I'm in Rimouski, actually. It is in eastern Quebec.
Okay. How's it going up there?
Oh, it's going well, actually. It's not easy for anyone with this terrible circumstances, but we have no control about this, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, thanks for taking some time out to talk about some music. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, really.
So let's talk about your latest CD, Rhthme De Passage, and give me an idea of how you feel about this project.
Actually, I'm really excited about this project. It is actually the 10th anniversary of my trio, and the 5th album with the same band. Actually, the first release in 2010, there were different members on this one, and just after that, since the second album, it is the same crew that we have today as well. And this project, I think, is really interesting because it is like something like a turning point, between the time that has passed and shaped our identity, and now the opening, I think, on a new chapter. So it's really exciting, and there's a lot of collaboration between the band members because I'm not alone to compose. On this album, there's 5 songs from mine, but there's also 3 compositions by the bass player, actually, and all the arrangement work is something that we do in team. So the influences and the background of each members, we can, I think, hear it in our music, and it became something really, something more personal, I think, personal.
You grew up in Montreal and started playing the piano very early on in your life. You had musical parents. Talk to me a little bit about your childhood.
Yeah, so I think I started piano at the age of 5, and my father is also a piano player, so I've learned with him since this time, and I think I had like 8 years of classical piano study, and after that I completely stopped for 2 years because probably I didn't see myself in a classical piano career. So, but during this time, because my father is actually a musician, he was always said to me, "Oh, you have to come back to music. You have to play piano again." And after 2 years, finally, I took the decision and I started again piano. But this time was really the focus was in jazz, and so I learned to improvise. I learned my chords and all these unlimited possibilities were just amazing. And after that, I just continued this studying of jazz. So I went to college, and after that to university. But when I was young, music was everywhere. There was music each day, and we also have a little music school at home. And so, I think I'm like Obelix, Asterix and Obelix. and Obelix felt in the magical potion, and this is exactly the same thing for me, but in music.
Was it always destined? Were you always destined to be a musician? Was this always something you wanted to do?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe not in the teenage years, but when I was young, I really see myself in music for sure. And when I came back to learn jazz at the age, I think around 12 or 13, it was really clear at this moment that I really wanted to do something in music and to play piano and to compose. Yeah.
So what do you like best about being a musician?
What I like, it's not an easy career to do music in life, I think, because you have to manage a lot of things, and when you are a musician, you're not just a musician, you are also an entrepreneur. And for myself, I have a lot of time that I'm not just doing some music, but I do some administration stuff and some grant application, and so I think the music itself is the gift. Actually, it is the best part of it. But I think we have to be to have many different hands and competence. Also from things around music. But when I'm, by example, when I'm in tour and when I have the pleasure to meet new people, and new people can also discover my music, it is just a gift, and I feel really lucky to be able to do that.
So after this coronavirus is over with and live music starts again, what do you hope the audience is like when they come back and experience music live again?
I hope there's gonna be a lot of concerts and a lot of people that will be not afraid to go out and to see some live concerts and to be around a lot of people, because all this stuff now is really scary for a lot of people, and we will probably see the repercussion of it for I don't know, but probably for a few years at least. So I hope the people will continue to be curious and to have the possibility to discover new music and new talent.
Thank you for taking some time out today to talk about your music and this unique state of the world that we're in right now.
Thank you very much to you.
Thanks for listening and tuning in to another Neon Jazz interview, where we give you a bit of insight into the finest players in Canada, Kansas City, and spots all over the world, giving fans all that jazz. And thanks to Emie for her time, music, and stories. If you want to hear more interviews, go to Famous Interviews with Joe Domino in the iTunes Store. Visit Neon Jazz at youtube.com, and for everything Neon Jazz all the time, go to the neonjazz.blogspot.com. Until next time, enjoy the jazz, my friends.
Neon Jazz.